Well, good morning, folks. It's just a short little video today because I'm actually working today. Welcome to my office. I want everybody to go and look at the video put out by Mother Trucker. This is going on in the trucking industry a lot, what he's saying. Right? And it's very disturbing when foreign nationals say, well, this is a war on truck drivers in America. That's very disturbing, right? But those of us who have been in the business for a while have seen this building. We deal with it every day on the road. We deal with it in the truck stops. We deal with it at the shippers and receivers. And it's disturbing to me because I'm 62. And I've been driving a truck for 23 years. And most of that, the last 12, has been local. But I did my time over the road, right? And what's disturbing to me is the fact that I bust my butt every day at work. And these foreign nationals come in here, they don't follow the DOT rules. They don't follow the logbook rules. And you'll see them with the bumpers coming off, the hood's all busted up, and they don't have to do the medical certification. Because let me tell you something. At 62, every year I have to go in and get medically certified. Okay? And every year I worry because of like my blood pressure, my diabetes, I worry about passing my medical certification and about whether or not I'm going to be forced into retirement. So this is something that those of us who follow the rules are very upset about. Okay? Because these guys don't do any of that. They're given a check carte blanche and they can do whatever the hell they want, right? Now, I don't know how to fix the problem if the DOT and FMCSA is allowing it to continue, because you can't tell me, who sees it out here on the road, you can't tell me that DOT and FMCSA don't know who these companies are. You can't. Because, I get a DOT inspection, they pull up my entire MVR. Okay? They go through my truck with a fine-tooth comb. How are these other trucks allowed on the road falling apart? I want to know. How are these truck drivers allowed to be driving the truck when they can't even get out of the truck to drop the trailer because they are so morbidly obese that they can't even walk? I want to know. Who are you going to get your medical certification? Because where is it that you go that you don't have to do your blood pressure, the urine test, the eye test, the reflex test. Where are you going that you don't have to do all this? Okay? And if you go to some of these companies, when you go through their DOT inspection for your medical, you have to be able to pull, lift, squat, things of this nature. So, a little upset about that this morning because, yes, we know that it's going on. We know. But here we got proof that it's going on. And unfortunately, people are dying on the highways and on the back roads in towns because these drivers should not be in a truck at all. Right? You got these morbidly obese, and I know, okay? I know. It's hard to lose weight. I'm not talking about the people who got 50, 60 pounds extra on them. I'm talking about people that are 700, 800 pounds. That when they get in the truck, the whole truck bleeds. And how they haven't broke the springs in the truck, I don't know. Okay? How they haven't broke the driver's seat multiple times and are still allowed to drive, I don't know. But the fact remains that this guy, and like I said, you need to go watch the video of Mother Trucker. This guy was an illegal, and he killed 4 people. Now, if I was to do something like that, I'd be in freaking prison so fast, it'd make my head spin. But this guy, he's illegal, so let's detain him with ICE, with a nice cushy little room. What about the people's families? What about these people's families? Right? What about the justice for them? You gonna deport him? No. Put that sucker in fucking prison, just like you would an American trucker that did the same thing. Justice needs to come back into our justice system. Justice. Because for too long have we, as American people, stood on the sidelines and let all this happen. We need to hold accountable the sheriffs. We need to hold accountable the justice system. We need to hold accountable the court system. Right? Now, for all of y'all bleeding hearts out there, if you are illegal, you have already broke the law. Right? And it don't matter what country you're from. It don't matter what color you are. If you're illegal, you're illegal. Period. And you've already broke the law. So, just deporting these individuals is not going to solve the problem. We need to make examples of them and hold them accountable just like you would an American citizen in our court system. And I got to go check in and get on the road. But that's very upsetting first thing this morning. Yeah, that's going on. we you know, DOT, FMCSA, Sean Duffy, where are you at? Why aren't you holding these companies that are doing all this crazy shit responsible? Right? Why ain't you going in and shutting down those companies that are flagrantly abusing the system? Right? And I'm not talking about a company that accidentally hires somebody who's illegal because somehow or another they got through all the paperwork. I'm talking about these companies, that's all they hire. Right? And they're taking away food from American families. And you wonder why we have so many recalls on food nowadays. Well, you got illegals, they just said that they declared war on the American citizen. You go to a food warehouse, what do you think they're going to do with that food? If they're illegal, and they already just told you that they're declaring war. So, that's where we're at, folks. That's where we're at. So, do your due diligence when you buy stuff. Do your due diligence on preparing, because we already see it in our country. We already see it. And it's just a matter of time before it comes and visits you in your neighborhood. Okay? So, I got to go to work. Y'all have a blessed day and a blessed weekend. Bicycle.